Welcome to the first annual book club meeting of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. So, what was your favorite chapter? Yours? Yours? Any of you guys? Alright, well, my favorite chapter was chapter 27. Chapter 27 goes over in great detail Pip's terrifying feelings of, oh crap, Joe's coming, who's from the country, which has different manners than it does from his elegant snobbiness, which is brand new to him, actually. Years have gone past. So you have all these unique things going on, and you just don't expect them. And it's relatable because there's times when your friends are doing super duper embarrassing things and you want to hide them and you don't really want them to be seen or you to be seen with them despite their manners, especially if it's for a girl, which in this case it is Estrella, who really just turns out to be leading him on and isn't betrothed to another. Do you have a favorite chapter? Great. Alright, so you guys are gonna give me some answers, and they better be some good answers, or that correlate with mine. You guys good? You got it? Alright, cool. Yeah. Out of the chapters you guys read, which one is your favorite and why? Okay, what is your favorite chapter 1? Yes, I know it has a famous beginning and all that, but that really doesn't indicate that it should be that way, does it? It's because it's like that. Okay, the ending is very good, and the setup and the exposition is well done, but that shouldn't be the entire thing, right? It's your entire reasoning? Alright, now you don't me judge. It's a weak point. It's weak. You're weak. You're weak. Alright, guys, now that we've covered the basics, let's go over the summary of the entire book. That cool? Alright, so you know, Pip is not actually his real name, but it's what everyone calls him, so it becomes his real name. He's raised by his sister, who's married to a blacksmith. Then he meets a convict with a leg, which is scary. I mean, who doesn't have a leg? And that's scary. Then Pip takes place in some crimes, which might end up being his undoing. I don't know yet. I haven't read the entire thing because we're only on a certain chapter. Right, guys? Right? Good. Pip shows up in later in the story, and well, he's the main character, of course he does. Except this time, it's his sister discussing the tar water in great detail that I'm not very interested in, but may play an important part later in the story because it's described in such great detail. Pip's sister becomes a crime scene because it was broken into by the convict. Then Pip is invited to start visiting a wealthy family, Miss Havisham, and her snobby adopted daughter, Estrella. I have no idea why their names are so weird. They are. What do you guys think about the weird names? Wait, that's it. You're not getting a response. I'll make you get a response. Good. Just the response I wanted. So, you know, Pip ends up falling for Estrella, and Pip assumes that this patron, Miss Havisham, and Estrella are secretly betrothed to him. Unsympathetic to Joe in Biddy's sadness at losing him, Pig is an appropriate name, though. Isn't that right? Well, there isn't actually a pig here. That would have been cool if there was, wouldn't it, guys? Yes, I'm talking to you guys. So Pip snobbishly parades around with his new status and goes to study because it's important and that's something wealthy people do. When this book was written, they still do it, but all people do it now. Unity. God, mystical text powers. So Pip gets a makeover, becoming rich and snobby. Pip then pursues Estrella, who is now older because there's a time jump. There sure was, guys. There sure was. What do you guys think of the time jump? Do you think there's going to be more time jumps throughout the story? Thank you, Bust. I do totally agree there will be more. Oh, you agree too, dog? It's cool. Let me just concise my llama. Yeah. Cool. So, Pip spends extravagantly and puts on airs alienating Joe on Joe's trip to London, and Pip wishes Joe were more mannered for the case of Estrella, because he doesn't want to get embarrassed by Estrella. And Joe is really nice, and he's actually pretty well-mannered, not wanting to get into the rich society, but not wanting to condemn it, which is something you don't see too often anymore. Why do you think that is? Yes, I do believe it has something to do with politics and years of brainwashing, but I don't think we can quite talk about that here. You know, we're not wearing our tinfoil hats. Pip spends more time, and then he only returns to the forge when he learns that Mrs. Joe has died, and it's not even for that long of a time. So Pip's kind of a major ass, isn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought. He totally is. So Pip learns the man who sent him on his wealth was the convict. That was a twist. It was a twist, right? It totally wasn't laid up the entire time. It was super duper predictable in any form or fashion. Right, guys? Right? Right. Right. So, and then Pip is displeased by the convict's manners, just as he was of Joe's. And then Pip learns that Estrella was leading him on and does not like him, which kind of ruins Pip. And then when he confronts Miss Havisham about this, she admits that she was leading on Pip and that Estrella is betrothed to another person. And there's a shocker for you. Sure is a shocker. What's the matter with you guys? You guys aren't answering my questions. You're acting like I'm holding you guys at gunpoint. Pesky little guys. Hey, at least the owl's responding. I think it's an owl. So then, Brentley Dumble, who is the guy Estrella's betrothed to, I can't really bother to remember what his other characteristics is because he's lame! So that's where I am in the story. Out of all the characters, who is your favorite and why? Oh, not including Pip, because, you know, Pip's kind of that guy, and he's the main character, you gotta root for him. Besides Pip, who is your favorite character? No, sorry. Ew, Estrella? No, she's an ass. So I'm a big fan of Pip's sister, too. She doesn't seem like that likable character, and in fact, she isn't, but the whole Tarwater discussions and just the way her character is handled with the brashness and just uncut basicness and just the military drill sergeant feel really makes me like the character. Also, the way that she manipulates is really cool too. But Miss Havisham is also a very good character because of the way she manipulates Pip greatly. And honestly, that's admirable. Or whatever that word is for neat, effective, admirable, but also I wouldn't condone it. Because I would never condone something like that. Right, guys? Right? Good. This is what happens when your partner doesn't show up to film or, you know, do the Zoom.us. You get me diving into the depths of insanity. I'm talking to you, floating heads.